Hi everybody, I wanted to talk to you today about a lesson I learned from a book called The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. And the topic is on a mind-deadening thought disease called excusitis. So let's jump right in. Dr. Schwartz breaks down excusitis into, not limited to, but 4 main categories. And that's health, intelligence, age, and luck. And what I want to help you do is diagnose each type of excusitis and then reframe that to help you keep moving forward. The first type of excusitis that Dr. Schwartz mentions is health excusitis. And this is everything from I don't feel good today to I have this pre-existing condition that was out of my control. And what's important to know is that there is no perfect specimen to date in the human race. Everybody has some ailment wrong with them. And when I go back, I think of examples on the minor situations like Michael Jordan in Game 5 playing with the flu and scoring 38 points, all the way to more extreme cases of the popular Facebook and Instagram video of the individual with cerebral palsy picking up the huge round Atlas stones and putting them on a platform. So what Dr. Schwartz says that we can do is, number 1, always resolve to live until you die. And that's very important. Coming in with the mindset of saying, I may have blank and blank wrong with me, but I can still do this. And I will do this to my best of my ability until I can't do anything at all. And one of my favorite sayings from this book is, it's better to wear out than to rust out. Number 2 is intelligence excusitis. And this is us saying, well, I'm not smart enough to pursue this career or take this position. And there's 2 things that we have to remember here. Number 1 is that we always underestimate our own brain ability and overestimate the other person's. And then number 2, more importantly, is that are we going into this opportunity with an absolute passion and a genuine interest? Because if so, we'll be able to enter with problem solving and critical thinking skills that we actually want to do rather than memorizing facts and figures. And what the magic of thinking big says is that attitude beats intelligence 10 times out of 10. The third and probably most common form of excusitis that we're used to hearing is age excusitis. I'm too old or I'm too young. And what the magic of thinking big breaks down is when you're saying I'm too old, you have to think along the terms of your productive life is between the years of 20 and 70 years old. That's 50 years of productivity. And if you even spend 30 years of your life doing something that you weren't passionate about, now you're 50 years old. Instead of throwing everything out the window, reframe that and look at and say that you have 20 years or 2 more decades to do something that you're passionate about, and you can do a lot of damage in that time. And then flipping it back to being too young is most people will say, well, I can't take this position or I can't manage these people. But what your job and what your opportunity really boils down to is how well do you understand what you are doing? How well do you understand people? And if you're mature enough to handle both of those things, then age isn't an issue. The final type of excusitis that's mentioned in the Magic of Thinking Big is luck excusitis. And you'll be able to identify this when you say, well, that guy's super lucky. He always has everything fall in his favor. But what Dr. Schwartz says is that you need to step back and recognize the law of cause and effect. With every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So people tend to be lucky when they work harder. The harder I work, the luckier I get. So, to proactively go after luck, what he said to focus on is the qualities that you can improve in yourself to help you be that person that's more likely to succeed. Alright, those were the 4 types of excusitis, so hopefully now you're able to diagnose, treat that excusitis, and move closer to your goals. Thanks for watching.